Sina Gildegil, and I'm a member of Tesol Turkey, and I'm a proud member of this organization. I think that the expectations of university teachers would be that the students would be ready both cognitively and socially to address their students. But unfortunately, the situation is different. So the students who come from Kid 12, they are not ready socially and cognitively to cope with the university level. So I think they should work on their soft skills and not just on their academic knowledge.
Okay, hello, I'm Elfos Türk. I'm teaching from 11 to 14 year in a middle school in Turkey, and I want from my colleagues in universities to make my students to become world citizens, to cultivate them with culture and to make them have big dreams. Thank you.
I'm expecting from university teachers maybe to continue what I did with my high school students. Actually, I have to be funny and academic combination. I cannot be fully academic because they are still child in a way. I cannot be fully fun things. I cannot do fully fun things because I should teach something academic. I expect from university teachers to continue in that way even if they are adults, because learning English is still a big problem for many students, and I don't want them to lose their enthusiasm. In an instant, I just can't find these words.
Hi, I'm Esra. I'm working for a primary school, primary and secondary school. I think my colleagues help the students to see the, how can I say that, real life and expectation, to show them, because we are learning techniques or something else, and we say that we got the power, we can teach English to everyone, but when we are inside of the reality and we saw that this is not real, we couldn't, we didn't know the real life, real students, and they should show us them.
In service teaching, we need more support from university instructors.
Right.
And also we would like to arrange workshops. Maybe we can do surveys together to improve our teaching qualifications better.
Okay.
That's all.
As far as I know, we all our own fault is setting the program from beginning to back again, from beginning to back again, from beginning to back again. If I were a teacher in university, I will not start from the beginning again. I will not start from am, is, are, you, the pronouns, the verbs, nothing. I will consider my students as knowing a bit of English in using, in understanding, or in having a layout of a scaffold start, and I will set my curriculum on that. Because whenever we start with give a brand new start, the student clears his set, clears his mindset, forgets about anything, and with that comfort, of course we are going to start again, no problem with that, erases everything from his mind and starts everything from the beginning. That's a great loss of time, as far as I guess.
For me, it's inspiration or make them to be more open-minded. Because, for example, when I ask unnormal or unusual questions to them, they just talk.
Right.
They can't be really imaginative sometimes. They can't be creative sometimes. So
Right.
they should think differently when they become adults.
Right.
So they know English at a
Certain level.
certain level, yes. They have to put something on it. Not in just lesson, just about their way of thinking.
Hello, I am Elif Çelebi Demir. I'm working on Yıldırım Beyazıt Primary School. I agree with my colleague, and I can say you should go to primary school or high schools to teach, in real life, and maybe you can prepare a small workshop or something for our students to speak English in real life, because we have very little chance to speak English with them, and they need a lot of people. I
Right.
think.
So you need collaboration
Yeah.
to work with the university teachers.
Students,
Right.
teachers.
Understood.
Thank you.
Biggest problem is about that, about teaching English. This is not very practical. Okay, we are just teaching. You're teaching, for example, I taught them last year, and one of my students, she went to university and she will become an English teacher. And when she went to university, she called me and she was crying because she thought that, oh no, this is not English. So she has some difficulties. Why? Because we have to teach them all academic skills, because we want them to prepare for the university exam. And when they come back to reality, when they go to university, they encounter the real life.
Right.
So I think, as far as I know, in state schools, in state universities, they need to have more practice.
I think their experiences is very essential for teachers to be, or the other teachers.
Right.
What can I say?
So collaborating with them,
Collaborating
sharing
with
ideas.
each other is very essential. I think it's a key point
Right.
for both of them.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good luck.
What I would say about this question, related to this question, would be we are facing a difficult community. When I say community, I'm referring to the student with the family. Unfortunately, we don't really think that the parents are willing to cooperate with us or collaborate with us in terms of raising students who are willing to be autonomous learners. When I say autonomy, I'm referring to, in this context, I'm referring to students who take responsibility, even with the day-to-day issues of bringing material, doing homework, bringing back a form. Unfortunately, we're turning them into more spoon-fed students. And when I do realize situations like this, I tend to turn to the parents and explain my philosophy in education. And I urge them to give more responsibility to their students.
So how about your expectations
Okay. My expectation, what we try to establish in high school especially, is to educate students, as I said, to be more autonomous. And for universities, I mean, if you're lucky, you're gonna have these students, and you would probably need to pursue this role in turning them into 21st century learners who have the critical thinking skills and the creativity and the responsibility overall. I mean, hopefully you're going to have these students. Otherwise, you're going to have a tough time. Yes, because we in high school are having a tough time. I mean, apart from educating them and teaching them English, we have another role.
Sure.
We have a bigger role than just giving them the knowledge. We need to make sure that they are taking the responsibility in all areas. Good luck to everyone.
Okay, thank you so much.
I expect my students, teachers in universities to sustain their drive in gaining a deeper perspective of the world and sharpen their critical thinking skills. My school has an IB program and they have a requirement called CAS, and it encourages learning through experience. With this requirement, our students are given the opportunity to plan their own activities such as community work or even international projects. From kindergarten onwards, we have been promoting collaborative work and interdisciplinary learning. So I expect that they will be seeing the same and familiar things, familiar concepts in university.